Hello everybody, welcome back to the Asus YouTube page. This is JJ once again, and we're bringing you something pretty cool regarding our new flagship router, the RT-N66U. What we're going to be doing today is giving you a little bit of a performance overview regarding the range and throughput of the RT-N66U and two different points actually here in our headquarters facility. This is going to show you some of the range potential of the unit as well as what's kind of the performance you're going to have on Wi-Fi connectivity. Not only at a standard 2x2 2.4 gigahertz band as we have here in this notebook, we're also going to be showing you 3x3 5 gigahertz 450 megabits performance with the RT-N66. So here in actually our cubicle we have set up our RT-N66U. This is set up here with our local line running into it in terms of an internet service provider where we're getting approximately about 40 megabits up, 40 megabits down. We have also connected for streaming purposes a USB docking station from Thermaltake with an SSD to go ahead and allow us to share content that we have loaded on there. And lastly here we have an Asus G53S notebook that we're going to be using for our testing purposes. So you can see here on the page we've gone ahead and already loaded up speed tests. We've done a quick check and we can see that we essentially have 40 megabits up, 40 megabits down. And for our corresponding ping test, we've been rated A with a ping of 8 milliseconds and a jitter of 1 millisecond. So from here, we're going to go ahead and get this started and move over to our first test location, which is going to be a bit over 125 feet away in a closed office. Okay, so we've gone ahead and come in here into our Asus PM meeting room. This is about a little bit over, I think, about 130 feet away. It's a fully cased room. It's got multiple walls here, and we've got, of course, a door closed. So we're now going to take a look and see what the throughput performance is compared to our previously tested hardline configuration at speed test. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the page here. So I've gone ahead and gone over to speed test. And we're actually going to first go ahead and do a connection on our internal 2x2 2.4 gigahertz wireless controller. So we're going to go ahead and pick our same server, San Jose, California at Internode, and we're going to take a look at the throughput performance. So we can see our ping is quite solid. It's very solid at 5 milliseconds, so that's going to be excellent for any type of online activity, especially where you're going to need a low latency and a low ping. And we can see for our download speed, still very, very good. 23.81 megabits in terms of the download. Our upload speed is going to take a little bit more of a hit, and that's more common, of course, with the 2x2 configuration. So 7.57 megabits. So still a great result in terms of the overall performance if you're talking about web browsing, downloading files. But we're now going to go ahead and actually jump over to our EA-N66, a 450 megabits adapter, which isn't only going to go ahead and give us the benefit of moving over to 5 gigahertz, but we of course get the additional throughput of a 3x3 antenna design. So we're going to go ahead and connect this guy over to our notebook. And in Device Manager, I'm just going to go ahead and disable our onboard wireless controller. Okay, so that's been successfully disabled. Should be momentarily here getting ready to relock on. We've already pre-configured it. The blue lights actually indicate to us that it's already made an active connection with our RT-N66U. So we're going to go ahead and select the same server and rerun the performance test. We can see here we have a huge increase in the overall performance. So still 5 milliseconds, but download speed is essentially 41.75 megabits. So we're pretty much matching the same exact performance that we actually had in our landline configuration in our test cubicle. And for our upload performance, pretty close to parity as well. A little bit shy of the 40 megabits marker, but of course you get a little bit variance on both up and down, where we actually had now faster download speeds and slightly slower upload speeds, but pretty much giving you the same exact experience. Now, this is of course just a general speed test, but let's take a look and see what, for instance, download performance might look like, which is going to be a real world result. So we're going to head over to a great tech site, Techzilla, and take a look here at a download performance. So we can see right here, streaming has already started very smoothly right off the bat, no problems there, but we're interested in downloading a much bigger file. So we've got here an HD
download 519 megabytes of an actual episode, and we're going to go ahead and see what our performance looks like. So we can see here it's already chomping away there, and for that 519 megabyte folder, our download manager is indicating to us that'd be 5 minutes. So it's a pretty brisk download speed in terms of what you would be looking at if we also went ahead and maybe tried a different server, a different file. Of course, we're going to have variants, so we'll take a look at maybe one other and see what would be the performance there. But we can see definitely with a 450 megabits adapter and the RT-N66U, you're getting some great performance. So we'll move over here, and we can see here that still getting very, very good throughput, even on two high bitrate files, where we're almost talking about 1 gigabyte worth of data that should be downloaded in less than 4 minutes. So from here, we're actually going to go even further out to the very front lobby of our building, which is going to be taking us through actually multiple walls, including past our restroom facilities, past one of our primary meeting rooms, and out to our front lobby, and see what the performance looks like at that part of the building.
Okay, so we've gone ahead and moved away from our PM meeting room to now actually the front lobby of our building here, and we're going to be rerunning the same performance test that we showed you before. So we're first going to go ahead and jump on to speed test once again, take a look at the actual throughput performance in terms of download upload speed as well as our ping, and we've gone ahead and moved back over to our internal 2.4 gigahertz wireless adapter in the notebook. So we've gone ahead and loaded up the speed test here. We're going to go ahead and pick our same, once again, server, and we're going to take a look at the overall performance. So we can see once again our ping is quite solid, 15 milliseconds, and we can see that our overall download speed, while slightly reduced, is still actually pretty close to actually what we were getting in the PM meeting room. Still very robust, still allowing you to have great streaming performance for any online video sites, for downloading content, web pages, or even actually accessing network storage across actually the connections that are offered on the RT-N66U. And upload speed actually only was reduced a little bit. So overall, very strong performance. We're now going to go ahead and once again switch over to our 450 megabits adapter, the EA-N66, and take a look at 5 gigahertz and 450 megabits performance. But once again, I'm going to go ahead and disable our onboard adapter. We've already ahead and connected our EN66, so it's already linked up with the actual RT-N66 router. Confirmed it's disabled. And we'll give it a moment to go ahead and authenticate, handshake, and make sure that we're good to go. Okay, so we should probably be okay. Refresh, looks like it's fine, and we're going to see what performance looks like from here. So we can still see we have a very robust ping of actually 11 milliseconds. Now keep in mind, actually here in our office building, we're even losing a little bit of bandwidth as more and more people come into our building. But even with that, we can still see that we're mirroring pretty close results as to what actually we had, once again, physically when we were connected in a landline configuration. So our download speed right now of about 36 megabits and upload speed of about 30 megabits. So quite solid in terms of the overall performance. Let's go ahead and once again take a look at download performance. So we can once again reference our Texzilla. Take a look here and download our file. Our file's gone ahead and started downloading. And we can see here we've got a great handshake from the server. So we can see here that it's actually approximating even a faster download than we had actually in the PM server meeting room. And we can see that here we have got only about 1 minute left for the download of this 519 megabyte file. So definitely RT-N66 really shines in terms of a high speed, high range, high throughput based router, not only for local based performance, but for Wi-Fi connectivity. And keep in mind, of course, that in more complex environments, if you're using something like a USB attached storage,
You could also stream video directly over this wireless network and be able to get HD streaming quality or high bitrate streaming quality as well. So that gives you a little bit of an overview of the RT-N66U.